I'll need the wolf. My name's Jon0 Miller, and last time I spoke to you about this issue, I talked about a tree, a plant that had been sold in Sarasota County. It had some positive features. It was fast growing, produced dense shade. But a former county commission determined that the negatives of that tree so outweighed the positive features that it was appropriate to ban the sale and even the transport of that tree. Now, I believe today's sworn testimony. I'm not an expert on puppy mills. I'm not sure I've ever been in a store that sells puppies or kittens. So I want to confine my comments to something I know something about, and that's shopping at Publix. I've been shopping at Publix for 46 years, and there's two ways to buy cakes at Publix. They have a beautiful laminated booklet that will show you a variety of cakes, and you get to negotiate with Publix. It says right here, ask our bakery associates about different cake fillings. You can contract directly. It's driven by the consumer who specifies what they want. If no one orders this cake for 10 years, they won't produce a single one of those cakes because they're done based on a consumer request. Now the other alternative, which is invariably nearby, is the cooler. The cooler consists of cakes that are designed to be as attractive as possible. They're produced speculatively. There's no expressed prior consumer demand for these cakes. They're just produced in the hopes that someone will walk through and buy them. Let me tell you, these cakes reach out to people. I mean, you want to take every one of these cakes home. I consider this my rescue. I call this cake Shadow because it's a 7-inch chocolate shadow cake. And you can see if I didn't purchase it, it had a sell-by date of 1/28. What that means is it would no longer be at Publix. Now, I talked to a former employee of Publix who told me that when they can't sell these cakes, they're given to Salvation Army, which probably is great for Marie Antoinette. But what we're talking about here, there's a lot of things cakes can do. They can comfort people, they can sit on your lap, but there's a lot they can't do. They're not going to find a lost child. They're not going to tell you when the UPS man is coming. And nobody that I know of has referred to a cake as man's best friend. So the point I'm trying to make here is that there's a real difference between people going to buy something deliberately, knowing what their needs are, knowing what they're going to do with it, and as the prior speaker talked about, an impulse buy based on really seductive and appealing presentations of the product involved that are produced speculatively. So as you noted, this is evidence. The material that's presented to you needs to be left with a clerk. So your board record office does a great job. I'm going to leave this with them, and they can dispose of that as they see fit. I just think we really need to think carefully about a situation where we're dealing not with homes that are built speculatively or cakes that are baked speculatively, but living animals. I think there's a big difference, and I think it justifies specific action by the county. Thank you.
Thank you. Mary LaHaye, followed by